Oh my God. I just got home from doing my show and workshop at a school in Melbourne. It was for Year 9 girls, so the whole cohort of Year 9s. It was fantastic. Like, they were so supportive of each other. They were so supportive of me. I just had the best time ever. So this is what I do for a job, right? I go into Victorian high schools. I do live theatre shows based on what you see on my TikToks. So I play out the character of Aurora that you may have seen at the moment going through some things at school. I play out her life with her inner critic who puts her down. So the part of you that tells you you're not good enough, you're fat, you're ugly, all the things. She follows her around at school, going to a party, trying to do her work in front of the mirror, everything. And then the character of the inner motivator, so her true self, so her part of her personality that she doesn't really listen to, the part that's kind of like her true self that speaks nice things to herself. I play out scenarios that she goes through at school and she sort of battles with which inner voice she's going to listen to. She goes through bullying, liking a guy, struggling to do her homework and her work, her teacher putting her down, her teacher just being mean for no reason, like the teacher you see on my TikTok as well, her mum not really understanding her, and just everything that, teenage girls go through and what I went through at school. So I do that as a performance, a live theatre show, and then I do a workshop with the students. So I do 2 activities. One where I get 3 volunteers up and they play out the voices of Aurora and her inner critic and inner motivator. And we talk about how that feels when you speak to yourself really meanly or how that might feel when you speak to yourself nicely. Then the second workshop is where everybody is involved. Everyone just closes their eyes and does like a little mini meditation, a little visualization activity where they visualize their inner critic and what they might look like and all the things that their inner critic is telling them. So all the mean things we tell ourselves, they have a look at what theirs is saying to them. And then they visualize what their inner motivator might look like, their true self, their self that sometimes may be whispering to them that they are good enough, that they're worthy, that they're beautiful, that they're kind, that they're good enough exactly as they are, that they're amazing, all those things. So they visualize them and then they hear that voice and they write out all the things that their inner motivator is saying to them. Then we have some shares, and this is the best part in the whole thing, I believe. When people get over their fear of judgment of others and they actually put their hand up and say, yeah, I want to share what I've been feeling, what I've been thinking, and then we give them a big round of applause and everyone starts thinking like, oh, I do the same thing. I put myself down the same way. I say the same negative things to myself. So yeah, the confidence that I see in these girls when they stand up and they share, the big round of applause that they give each other, they were literally cheering for each other. Like, it was so beautiful. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. If you want to book me to come to your school, let your year level leaders know, let your teachers know. There's a link in my bio to my shows, my workshops, everything I do on my website. So yeah, hope you had a beautiful day and I will be making more TikToks very soon.